We are ready to enter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. The Hokies enter the stadium to the familiar strains of Enter Sandman. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Florida State head coach pregame. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hokies will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. Shakes off the defender. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Croma. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side, it's Lyle. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw on third. Firing to the right, complete. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Drops back on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They put the brakes on him.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Break. Here we go. Ready, go.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Keith. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end down the gut. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll run it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, the defense had an opportunity to get a stop on fourth down. The offense backed up, but they're able to plow forward on the ground.
Man, they said they wanted to be aggressive, but I don't know that anyone expected that type of aggression.
If I was on offense here, sudden change, now that you've picked up the first, why not go play action and take a shot?
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Comes down, it's Thomas. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Straight ahead, it's Croma. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, the contested catch. If you're going to be big time, you got to beat defenders one-on-one.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
The Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Completes it in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Robinson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. FSU calling its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. See some running room. Got the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Check.
They'll run him again. There's some daylight. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Go, go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Working on the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
And the Hokies are threatening in the red zone. Wants to go up top on second down. Into the end zone. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Tries again to get it in. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's third and goal.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard line.
And I think you still got 2 plays. Third down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
So they got nothing on the last play. Here's third and goal from the 1. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's third and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Robinson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Drops back on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. Tell you what, this snow definitely affecting the game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And he almost had a pick.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their 3rd and final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Second and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stop it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. Got the 1st down. Turning it on. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Hokies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to establish the run. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there. And that's why they're so tough to stop.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Overton. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. State Seminoles and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Restate the State of Call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Florida State's head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to throw to start this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It's Overton. Defense all over him.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time. And if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, that kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first. Going for the big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't. Get it done early in this one.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Making the adjustment on the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Great place to start for this offense.
Forced out of bounds, marking right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Just a simple play, get the speedster on the edge, get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play, at least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him, make the game physical, make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. To the air, it's Daniels. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on. First down, but second down's coming up.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quarterback changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks it in. Wide open, and it's a foot race. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there, and it was just about a return for a touchdown. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. To the air, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Selling the fake. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. the right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Second and long here. From the gun, it's Overton. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it!
You can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some downs, but they can pick up yards in chunks. You're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hawkins. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hokies! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Look out! Got it down the field. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Drops back on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmaker linebackers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws toward the end zone. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second